Hi, I am your Tally Guru Abhijit Joshi, and this is Skilled Prime User, a unique course designed to train you on the use of TallyPrime. In the previous video lesson, we explained the concept of bank reconciliation. In this lesson, we'll perform bank reconciliation in our company, Progressive Computer Systems. For bank reconciliation, we will select the bank ledger. From Gateway of Tally, we will select Display More Reports. From More Reports, we will select Account Books. Then we will select Ledger. We will then select the ledger of ICICI Bank. Now from the Bank Ledger screen, we will press the combination key Alt-R or click on the Reconcile button. Till now, none of the transactions have been reconciled, so the total number of unreconciled transactions till date is 11 and the balance amount to be reconciled is 1,02,050. The total amount deposited is 1,23,500. Out of this, 21,450 has been withdrawn. So, the balance amount comes to 1,02,050. We will now press Enter to view the unreconciled transactions. All the unreconciled transactions appear here. For reconciliation, we will click on Manual Reconciliation or use the shortcut key Alt-R. We will now compare each record in this report with the bank statement. Here the first transaction is of a payment and the check number is 123401. When we compare the check number, we find it in the statement. This check has been cleared in the bank on 2nd April. Our transaction was on 1st April. The transaction was of a payment, so the transaction amount is appearing in the withdrawal column. We'll now check the second transaction. Here the check number is 456788. And here it is in the statement. This is a receipt. And this amount has been deposited in our bank. The check has been cleared on 1st April and a transaction date is also 1st April. The third check number is 456790. This check number is also in the bank statement. The transaction date and the date in the bank statement is the same. Since the transaction is of a receipt, the amount is appearing on the deposit side. The next check number is 123402. This check also has been cleared. This was a payment, so the amount is being shown on the withdrawal side. The next check number is 123403. This check has not been cleared in the bank. The check number is appearing nowhere in our statement. We had made a payment towards municipal taxes. Maybe this check has not been deposited by the municipality in their bank, and so the transaction is not yet reflected in our statement. We will now go forward with the next transaction. The next check number is 123404. This is our payment. Now, if we check the statement, we find it here. We had done payment towards advertisement. The amount 1,000 appears on the withdrawal side. Next check number is 123405. This is also a payment. We find the transaction in our bank statement where 10,000 appears on the withdrawal side. Next is the receipt where we received money from Overshine Technologies and the check number is 156794. This transaction is also appearing in the bank statement and the transaction date at the bank is 2nd April. Till now, we have verified all the transactions for which instrument numbers were available in our books. Now, there are a few transactions in our books for which we don't have an instrument number. Such transactions can be compared by their amounts. Here the amount is 2,000 on the debit side and is appearing in the deposit column. Note the instrument number is not present in the report or sometimes it may be a very long instrument number. Similarly, next transaction is of ICICI loan account. The amount is 50,000 on the debit side. We find it here. The loan amount was directly deposited to our account, so this amount is appearing on the deposit side. The last transaction with no instrument number is of drawings, where the amount of 4,450 was withdrawn from an ATM. Here is the entry in the statement where the amount of 4,450 was withdrawn from the bank. Till now, all the transactions appearing in our books have now been accounted, except for the municipal taxes. But now in the statement, there are some transactions for which we do not have entry in our books. Now let us understand these transactions one by one. We will now read the transaction remarks column. The detail is debit card charge. The amount is 200 on the withdrawal side. This means that the bank has deducted 200 from our account as debit card charges. We will have to record this using an adjustment entry by passing a journal voucher. The next entry, which is appearing in the statement, has an instrument number. If you notice that this instrument number has now been repeated in the statement. Further, you may notice that the amount of 11,000 is on the withdrawal side as well as on the deposit side. This means that the check given by Sparkle Peripherals to us has been dishonored. So when the check was deposited, the entry was on the deposit side. Now that the check has been dishonored, the amount is now appearing on the withdrawal side. We will have to record this entry of bounced check in our books. The next entry is another bank charge. In this case, the bank has levied a fine of 500 on us for a check that was dishonored. This amount appears on the withdrawal side of our bank statement, which means the bank has directly deducted it from our account. We will have to record this deduction in our books using a journal voucher. Since this was not our fault, we will recover the amount of 500 from Sparkle Peripherals. We will have to enter this transaction also in our books. But before that, we will enter the bank dates of our transactions according to the bank statement. The first check of the bank statement is the second one in our form. We will enter the bank date 1st April. The next check number is 123401, which is here. This check was cleared on 2nd April. All the other transactions got cleared on 2nd April. So we will now enter the date of all the transaction given below as 2nd April. This is the check which we have given to Municipal Corporation and has not appeared in the bank statement, so we will leave this blank by pressing enter. All the remaining transactions, we will enter the bank dates as 2nd April. We will not accept the form. Instead, we will press backspace. Let us check the totals at the bottom. The first balance as per company books is 1,16,500. Below it is the amount not reflected in the bank, that is 1,000. So this is the amount which is available only in our books. This is the check of 1,000 which has not yet been cleared. Balance as per bank is 1,17,500. This is 1,000 more than what is expected in the bank due to the uncleared check. We will now press enter and then accept the reconciliation form. On accepting the reconciliation form, here we find that the unreconciled transactions from 1st April is 1,000. The amount is the withdrawal from bank towards payment of municipal tax, which is yet uncleared. We will now go back to the bank reconciliation report, but this time from the banking menu of Gateway of Tally. Here we will select the banking menu. And then banking activities. Here we get a list of all the banks with a number of transactions which are yet to be reconciled. We will press enter on ICICI Bank account. We can press enter here to view the transactions which are not yet reconciled. This is the one which is yet to be reconciled. We will now click on the manual reconciliation button. This transaction is currently not reconciled. It is possible that it may appear in our next bank statement. If we wish to view both reconciled and unreconciled transactions together, we will click on the button Basis of Value. Here we will select the option Include Manually Reconciled Transactions and press enter to change it to yes. We will come back to our report by pressing Escape key. Now we will be able to see the transactions which are reconciled and the ones which are not. In the next video lesson, we will be entering these 3 transactions in our books which are in the bank statement. In addition to it, we will be entering the transaction to debit the ledger of Sparkle Peripherals towards the dishonored check. To view the video lesson, you will have to scan the QR code given on page number 77 of the practical handbook. Thank you.